Freedom of the press is essential for a free nation, as it empowers individuals, like any American with a camera, to act as journalists and cover important issues, fostering accountability and informed citizenry. When we lose sight of this vital role, we risk falling under the control of the wealthiest, undermining our democracy and limiting diverse perspectives.
Is he with you? He's weirding out my manager.
He's what?
Weirding out my manager inside.
What do you mean?
He just going back and forth filming.
You ask him what he's doing?
No, he's not on property. I can't do nothing. And I can't stop him from filming. That's his legal right. He's done. I still gotta keep an eye on him. I thought he was with you.
I just got here.
I don't know. I'm a security guard at this bank, and you haven't been on the property, so I can't do nothing. Somebody gonna call him.
For what though? Why would anybody call the police?
Harassment?
Harassment from the public sidewalk?
You sure you're not with him?
No? I don't know who that is. It says that whoever you are, you're pissing off the manager inside. Where's the manager? Right here? Let me see.
Inside. You're not filming inside. Move back. And why are you filming?
I'm just making sure that you don't do anything to whoever that is over there. Or that
I had no reason to do anything.
or whoever that is over there doesn't do anything to you.
He shouldn't have no reason to do anything to me.
Shouldn't.
I'm not doing anything to him. I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, you never know. I was just driving by and I saw this weirdo out here with a camera. So I figured I'd take out my camera too and observe.
Well, LAPD, she said LAPD is on the way.
And what are they going to do?
I don't know. I didn't call them.
What do you think they would do?
Talk to him?
Why?
I don't know.
You think they would talk to whoever that is? Or do you think they would talk to whoever called?
Both.
But why? Didn't you just say yourself that there's not much you can do because
he's not on the property, right?
They're not on the property. And I'm not on the property either. So, and you know what? Even if I do this,
You have a trespass. He just some dude with a camera.
so that's the difference, is I work for the press and that's just some Yahoo with a camera, with a phone.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
As far as I know, you know, I don't know too much about it, you know.
I got a question for you. I mean, if you want to go over there and follow them, that's fine.
I don't know.
What kind of training do you guys go through?
Security guard?
Yeah,
He
security
must be
guard.
due.
You have to do training?
No, not really.
So you just get hired, you get your guard card.
Yeah, you do got to go to classes to get the guard card.
Do they ever teach you about civil rights or any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
So you know that this is public property?
Yeah, and I can't do nothing to him.
So only if...
I can't even tell him to move around because he's on private property.
So only if...
If he went in the bank and started doing this, then yeah, I had to talk to him.
So only if they step onto the blacktop.
Or if he's harassing the customers.
But if if that person steps onto the blacktop, then you can say something, right?
Yeah.
Now, can you actually do anything, or are you just observing and recording?
I'm observing and recording. That's
Gotcha.
my job.
Gotcha.
I'm unarmed, you know. So.
At a bank, they don't even give you anything, right? You're just supposed to say, "Oh, you want the money? Go ahead. I'll just report on it later."
If they want me to have a gun, I would have went to the classes. They would have paid for the classes.
But no, I'm actually being serious. So you're guarding a bank right now.
Yeah.
So if this person was just like observing the operations of the bank so they can come by and steal it, steal something from here, right? All you can do is just observe. So now if they actually walked inside and walked in the front doors, because the doors aren't locked.
Yeah.
Walked into the front doors and said, "Stick them up."
On any property, on the property, then I had to intervene.
So if they walk over there and they say, "Stick them up,"
with the gun?
Well, I don't know. With a gun, with a phone, whatever that person has over there.
Phone. I'm not scared of a phone.
You're not scared of a phone?
Yeah, everybody should be scared of guns. I had to go in, let the manager know, and make sure everybody safely get out. Without putting myself in harm's way.
Okay, so what if they're pointing a gun to you because you're the guard?
No, I'm not going to stand here and be like, "Oh, I'm going to run."
You're right. All right, that's honest at least.
I'm brave. I'm not crazy. You know?
Yeah.
What would you do? You know, would you run or just stand there like, "Don't shoot"?
I'd probably duck behind a desk or something, yeah. Let's go see what they're doing. Let's go see.
Sir, do not harass the customer.
Get the f away from my vehicle.
Sir, you call the police on him. They should be here in a minute.
What is he recording me for?
I don't know. He's
recording me all around my car, leaving the f alone. No, you
Sir, do not harass the customer.
get the f away from my car. I'm about to get the
Sir, do not provoke the customer.
Is it both of you? Stop recording me. It's not you. It's just you. Stop telling me to shush. Get the away from my car. I've been recording this whole time. Get a light.
He put the middle finger up on his shoulder. He had a big mouth.
See you soon.
I think you just walked through a bank robbery. Look at that. Hey, you see that?
What's up?
What do you think they're doing?
Who?
Person looks like they're about ready to rob a bank over there. Yeah.
Sidewalk before you walk onto the property. Yes. So fill in everybody. Parking lot, trying to block his view.
That person leave?
Yes, I have. The bank manager did, yes. 98, on the last one. Nope, they haven't came yet. Came back. I told him that the bank manager called the police. He's still here. Most people just left. Like I said, I don't know what he's gonna do. Let's go. Somebody else out.
What channel you think I should sell this news clip to?
Whoever wants it.
Where would you want to watch it?
I don't watch the news.
I'll give it to your choice. What channel news do you watch?
I don't watch the news.
You don't watch the news?
No.
Oh, imagine that.
Who are you? Who are you?
If they're using it for promotion, it's the law.
Now when he leaves, put this cone behind it so nobody parks here. That way they can't watch. I'm gonna clear away from you and leave. Just that way.
What heard about the shushing? She's all, all he does is go shush, shush, shush.
Yeah. What up? What up? Goonie.
That's right, we outside tonight. We outside, baby. Let's go, let's go. Nice. He's looking down the street for the cars. Looking down the street. He's like, where are you, LAPD?
They called LAPD about an hour ago and they never showed up. Probably because the police know that when you're on a public sidewalk, there is no expectation of privacy. And we have the First Amendment right to record in public. So these guys are just wasting everybody's time.
Constitutional rights. I love it.
Doors open.
He's on the side street. Yeah, I hope not. No. Nope, first time. I would have remembered him.
Okay. And is there anything I have a Hispanic male, 40s, black clothing. What did you say about his hair?
It's a ponytail.
Dark hair?
Yes, dark and grayish. Got some grayish in it.
Okay, is he getting tired of standing up? He's standing.
He's standing. He's walking back and forth to where's the sidewalk meets the property, but he's not on the property. He makes sure of that, and then he will go around the front of the building.
Okay, because I don't know what purpose it serves, and the worry is he's place.
I don't know.
But he's not on Main Street.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I mean, these things that we see. All right. Well, I'm gonna fill it out. There's no need to call back.
Okay.
You know, unless there's a robbery.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, well, thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
All right. You too.
Alright.
Sovereign citizens?
What?
Are you guys still like sovereign citizens who go to like film? I've seen your videos, that's why I asked.
You've seen my videos?
Oh yeah. Keep it up, dude. I love it.
Not sovereign citizens. We just exercise our rights.
Exercise the rights. There you go.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Video on YouTube, bro?
Huh?
I was just gonna say I want to get video for my friends too. Hell yeah.
All right.
Keep doing the good work, brother.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
How are you?
I know what you're doing. You're 100% within your right to do it.
You're wrong person.
What do you mean?
Over there.
Okay. You good though? I just want to make sure.
I'm good.
It's really that simple. Okay.
I just saw you guys that came across the street.
You're good.
Yeah.
I know that I haven't said it.
No, worries. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
So they're definitely within their legal right to do it, as you know.
Yeah, I know that.
The only time it's a big cost is like administrative for safety, which I mean I don't see an issue. I got you. So here's the hard part, right? And I'll explain everything how it works. As long as they're not on the private property, i.e. in the parking lot, at the ATMs or on a public service road. I'm standing in the street. I'm gonna get off the street, and they're standing on the sidewalk. They're not in violation of anything, right? Especially when it comes to like, I know you know this, but I always try to educate as much as possible, right? Especially if you're in a position of like, and I'm pretty sure these guys know what I'm talking about. But if you're on a public sidewalk, even let's say they were reporting into your business, they have every legal right to do so. To the extent of, I've seen videos of these where people are standing outside of military installations and they're recording inside military installations. Even with that, they have every legal right to do so. And the reason is because expectation of privacy within an installation like that, or even a business like this, it's very difficult. And the difficulty is only in the sense of, okay, are they impeding on the flow of traffic and business in the location?
Well, sometimes he'll stand in the middle of
I got you.
parking lot.
I got you. But remember, legally speaking, as long as they're not physically restraining individuals, that person is free to come and go as they wish. Now, if you're making accusations that these gentlemen are putting hands on people, that's a different conversation. No, I know. But I'm just saying, like, that's the only time we're actually pushing ourselves to a position of a criminal thing. And like I said, our job is just to educate. These guys do this for a living, and that's more than their right. And from what I understand, it can pay pretty well sometimes. But I don't know. You could tell me. But yeah, that's generally how it goes. But I mean, what I can do is I have no issue going to talk to the bank management, letting them know what's going on.
Wait for y'all to come.
No, that's not a problem at all. Yeah, we'll go talk to her, and then you're good. I mean, partner, it's up to you.
Talk to management. I think that's totally fine.
Thank you for providing the free education for these imbeciles.
Pretty good.
It's closed.
Closed?
It's closed. That's the first thing I ran into. It's closed.
I was just about to leave too.
I was like, I watched on my video. I said, "Oh, freedom of the press just missed this." And then I look and you're in the corridor. Well, I guess he did it. Money shot. He was good. He was good.
That was a good officer.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Got to get his information.
Oh, well, that's what I was going to do at the end. I was going to let him do his spiel, and then ask him here.
They even closed the laptop.
If you're gonna do it though, at least get my hair on the good side. That's all I'm saying. No, you're good. Yeah, of course, guys. Yeah.
Like the explanation, that was amazing.
Well, I mean, like, I understand what you guys are doing. Like, we get it, and like, be it someone's personal position or someone's not personal position, as long as you guys understand your First Amendment rights and what you're doing, part of our job is to educate the general public, right? So if they don't know, I have to tell them. And like, I was telling them inside, him and I are used to it. We've had cameras before.
Right.
Like this is, I got a camera on right now. But for other people that aren't used to it, for them, they're just like, oh no, what's going on? This, that, right? I'm like, I told him, I was like, you could be dressed in all black with a mask on and a vest. If I don't see any weapons or anything on you, I really don't have a lot to go off of. It's just kind of how it is. But yeah.
Can I get your name, sir?
Yeah, of course. It'd be Officer Hewitt, LAPD North Hollywood, and my serial is 45405.
Officer Childers, North Hollywood, LAPD, 44358.
Thank you guys for being professional.
Oh yeah, not a problem.
And thank you guys for being informed. Do you guys get training on this?
Well,
like specific to the First Amendment.
To a certain extent, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know I went to the academy about 3 years ago, and it's like, it's a, not to discredit the work you guys do, but it's like a 20-minute conversation we have. And they're like, hey, there are times you're gonna run into people and they're exercising their First Amendment right, but I'll also be clear, I've engaged and watched your guys' content. Because our position, my job is I need to be able to enforce the rights I know. And I was in the military, so I used to work at Fort Hood, Texas. Oh, I appreciate that. And with that, I used to work at the gate, and we'd have First Amendment auditors come by too. And when they came by, we're like, hey, like, as long as they're not in a military installation, they're not trespassing on our property, they have every right to do that. And it doesn't matter what you capture on your camera. There's guys, I'm a huge aviation fan, but there are gentlemen that do what you do, but just for aviation. And you guys might think this is interesting. So I don't know if you know of the B-21 Raider, that big new stealth bomber they just kind of talked about recently. So there's photos of it taking off out of Edwards. Those were publicly released. But there's photos 2 years ago of the same aircraft at high altitude flying, and there was no engagement of what that aircraft was. And the Air Force didn't come out and make a statement. They were like, no, we don't know what you're talking about. But I was like, it was open source intelligence. Dudes just got photos of it, got lucky, right place, right time, and boom. So I mean,
is it supposed to be a secret or like
a
secret or something?
Well, yeah. I mean, at some
something
time,
flying in the sky that people can take a picture.
I mean, I'm in the same boat, but I mean, but it goes into what we were talking about, right? If you're outside of the installation and you happen to capture something, regardless of how classified it is, it's not a violation. Be able to capture that on your camera. It's just how it goes.
I stopped educating or attempting to educate people years ago.
Yeah.
Because if I tell them, they're like, you're full of shit. You just want to be able to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
So even if I show them, like at the post office, for instance, you show them poster 7, they still want to argue with you.
Oh, yeah.
So I stopped educating. Like when he was telling me, get out of the driveway.
358. Got it. All right.
I wanted to tell him, hey, that's a sidewalk first. Secondly, I'm only blocking it if I'm preventing vehicles from coming or going.
Exactly.
So, but I don't want to
explain
tell
that.
him that because he's not going to believe me.
Then you start the argument, the verbal argument contest to see, yeah, exactly.
I mean, so I just wait for you.
It's not uncommon. Dealt with it a bunch of times.
That guy was actually not too terrible. He knew.
The security?
Yeah, he was all right.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna get the incident number for you guys.
Yeah, cool.
The manager actually tried to get him before he arrived. Tried to get him to get me out of here, and he's on the sidewalk. I can't do anything. So he had a basic knowledge, which was great. But then it was just the driveway thing, and I was like, well, I'm not going to educate. Like you said, it's going to escalate into an argument. I said, no, just whatever, dude. I'll let them tell her.
Seen it too many times, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I'm not going to argue. You know what I mean? I was just like, you guys were called, the number is out. Let them educate. And maybe it'll stick, maybe. Because I've seen other people argue with you guys.
No, it's good having officers like my partner here who's very, very well versed on the topic. So
yeah, well, that's good. That's a good thing for us, and it's a good thing for everybody, actually.
Yeah, really.
I would say, I mean, this is my take. I would say the LAPD, generally speaking, is going to treat this. We're such a big municipality that, generally speaking, I can't say that some officer would have a different response. I would hope, for the grand scheme, that generally the interactions are like this. I would hope. I can't speak for all of them, right?
Yeah, I've run into some very egotistical maniacs in this neighborhood, actually. Over by the Trader Joe's, we had somebody come in, and you know, he was really trying to give directives, like, you know, don't walk, don't do this, don't do that, don't. Yeah, I mean, don't walk in the street, don't do this. And he was just a real egotistical nut.
West LA is really good.
But what division are you guys?
Yeah.
LAPD North Hollywood.
North Hollywood.
Yeah, so our station's over off of Burbank and Colfax. Like right by the 170 exit. Can't miss us.
Oh, yeah, I know where you are.
Yeah,
I know where you are.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's a good spot. I ran out of business cards, but what you can do is if you want to get it, just take a picture.
It's fine.
But yeah, on the business card is going to be my name, my partner's name, our serial numbers. Top center is going to be our unit for the day, 15 Adam 67. Top right is going to be the phone number to the station. On the back side, date, time, and the last 4 of our incident number. And then, like I said, on there I literally just wrote protesters engage in First Amendment activities. Like it's that simple. Yeah.
I don't know. Are you protesting anything?
No, well, I'm exercising my
rights. I don't know
rights
if that's
I serve to
fair.
protect, and that he serves to protect.
No, you're good. You're
Yeah.
good.
No, but we like to feature. Well, you know, we record everything.
Yeah.
So we do get the bad officers, but we also like to feature the times when we do get the good officers.
Okay.
Like you guys.
Yeah. Well, we
Look
appreciate
up
that, guys.
my channel's Furry Potato.
Furry Potato.
If you look at Furry Potato and Sergeant Bonner,
Okay.
and you'll see, like he said, we
Okay.
highlight the good officers,
Okay.
and we shit all over the pieces. So
Your
I'm
words,
just
not
saying-
mine. I'm working, man. I can't use
Yeah.
that.
No, but we
You're good.
appreciate that.
No, guys. Okay.
Seriously.
Not a problem.
Now I have a quick question.
I always ask of officers.
Of course.
And I know it's above your pay grade.
Okay.
But what would you think about? Okay, a lot of the times we
If
go
you
out.
can answer.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to be able to. He's going to say it's above his pay grade. But a lot of the times we go out shooting in public, and we get attacked for using a camera in a public place. I just got attacked 2 days ago. Okay, and it was really bad.
Yeah.
So I've always, whenever I have a chance to talk to an officer, I say, what would you guys think in your sergeant or whoever runs the department would feel about doing a plainclothes officer tag-along with one of our shoots one day, just because it would be helpful to see. I mean, as you guys see the aftermath, you see after people have freaked out, and they call you guys because they're just not knowledgeable on the law, right? But to see it actually in progress, it's a whole different story.
I mean, we've seen the videos, right? Like,
you've seen
I'm
the
pretty
videos,
sure my partner's
but-
seen them. I've seen them. I think the hard part is this: is that you're 100% right. I wouldn't be able to answer for that, and the only reason is that's going to be big department decision making, and in the sense of like my division's patrol captain or my division's commanding officer. But what I could tell you is, if there's an opportunity you guys get, or not even an opportunity, you would create this opportunity, come to our station, come talk to us, do a ride along with us, sit in the car with us. If like you guys capture your end all the time, if you are curious about what our end is, but then also like you're saying, because the question is to actually address it when it happens. I just don't know if a department would
but you
be
just
willing
said
to
that
do
you guys had a 20-minute conversation for the education while you were in training.
Yeah.
And the rest of your education has come from just being out on the streets.
Yes.
So wouldn't
per se, like I don't want to cut it in quotes, but you know what I mean, right?
But
like,
I mean, there's
How
so
about
much.
How about this? Look, so we'll get you a channel. We'll get you a channel, and you come out with us.
The hard part is like I said, we do receive training on it, and we do have these conversations. A little insight of what we do every morning when we sit down on roll call. We do training. We do, and these are brought up. So we do have First Amendment audits that are brought up. Now the unfortunate part is a lot of those ones that we do review are primarily going to be done where something bad happens, i.e. one of you gets hit, someone gets struck, or vice versa, where like you guys are people too. If someone instigates a fight to the point where you guys have to protect yourself, or even vice versa, where one of you guys gets irritated, you guys know people do crazy things in this world, and we're kind of all along for the ride just trying to figure out what's happening. But what I would tell you is, like, I know the department wouldn't authorize it, at least to the extent of our level, but what I would say is if you do want a level of protection, there's a lot of good companies that do executive protection work. I used to do that before I got on this job. I can't plug names, I'm officially working, right? But I can tell you that there are companies that do that, and there are big mainstream media individuals who participate in what you guys do, who do hire private security, and some of the times those individuals are law enforcement.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that's the best thing I can tell you, at least on that, and in that regard.
Like you said, it is above the pay grade.
It is.
No. Okay, the quick question. Now, you were mentioning a ride-along.
Yeah.
Now, but if somebody was sitting in your car, in the back of your car, on a ride-along, are we not allowed to record in the car?
I think as long as you get permission from the division, you shouldn't have an issue. So, I mean, our department is structured very differently than other agencies, right? We go to Burbank, it's all Burbank PD. They have substations, but they're all primarily going to get, for lack of a better term, instruction and advisement from headquarters. For us, my advisement can and does from time to time go all the way up to the chief's office. But a lot of the times, my advisement will go to my field supervisor, and then most of the time, generally to my patrol captain. And my patrol captain's gonna be the one making those decisions. What I would tell you is a ride-along would look like you show up, you fill out the ride-along request, they call you, hey, look, we have this day and this time, are you available? You say yes, and then at that time you can have the conversation. Hey, like, I do this online for social media. Is it okay if I actually bring my camera with me and record? And they can say yes and no. And the reason is that's when we start working in different information, which you guys know, and where I'm dealing with so much personal information. And there's a possibility.
Well, we would not put that information out,
fair
obviously.
enough,
right? Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
But I mean, even then, like my computer, when I run somebody, I get a plethora of information.
Gotcha.
And that information in and of itself, even inadvertently captured on the camera, would just have to be reviewed by the department before being distributed publicly, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You look at our critical incidents online, you look at our officer-involved shootings. Those go out as soon as possible. A statement goes out to all department personnel within the day it's occurred, and then a public statement's generally made about 2 weeks, and then through that body-worn footage is also released to the public with what pertinently happened. It's not going to be with the officers in the car.
Well, I don't know, anytime my FOIA requested anything, it gets denied immediately.
I get you. I can tell you, I've had my body-worn subpoenaed before, so like,
I think it has to be through a subpoena.
Exactly. But I mean, it's a big process, right? But like I said, and I'll make this quick because I know you guys got stuff to do. Transparency for us.
This is the best thing for us.
No, you're
it
good.
really is.
Transparency.
Information is what people want.
No, of course, but transparency is the most important part, right? Like, in my opinion, I'm not going to serve you better, and you're not going to serve me better unless we have transparency. So, like, for us, you'll have some conversations. Officer may disagree with me. Okay, that's fine. As long as they're conducting themselves in a professional manner, I'm going to conduct myself professionally. I've worked with him for enough time where I'm not going to sit there and pull smoke out my butt.
Very good.
Or anybody else's butt and give them a hard time for something you're legally allowed to do. It's that simple. There's no point in stepping on someone's rights. That I didn't take this job to do that. I didn't serve in the military to do that.
Let me ask you one more question.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, so let's say he comes and attacks me.
Okay.
I pepper spray him. So whatever he may have done to me, let's say I'm wearing a mask and he pulls my mask out, he scratches my face.
Yeah.
Because this just happened recently.
Yeah.
When you come to the scene, and I tell you, well, this guy came up, he scratched my face, pulled down my mask, and I had to pepper spray him. Do you then consider it mutual combat?
It depends on both parties.
Because,
legally speaking.
Because, I mean, if I did something in self-defense, like I spray him with pepper spray in self-defense because he came up and grabbed at me in my face, I retaliated by pepper spraying him. I want to file a charge, PPA.
Yeah.
Do you then solicit to the other person, do you want to file a PPA for him pepper spraying you?
So,
do you automatically do that?
It's not that it's automatic. It's based on the totality of my investigation, right? So if I'm reviewing the footage, not even reviewing the footage, let me take that back. If I'm sitting there in an incident and you allege a crime happened to you, right? My job as a law enforcement officer is to now investigate what happened. And let's say during that investigation, I tell the individual, because everybody deserves a fair shake in my opinion, and I think that's how it should go. I will tell the individuals, like, hey, you were involved in a battery. He's claiming you did this. What happened on your side? Now, if he alleges a battery to me, I then will have to tell him, okay, do you want him arrested for that? It's not that I'm going, hey, well, if he hit you too, or you hit him back, vice versa, oh, you're gonna get the PPA. I can't force that upon anybody. But let's say that individual goes, no, I don't want anything done, and you're like, no, I don't want anything done. Okay, the biggest thing I do, I would document that an incident happened, and that's even if you guys wanted to give me more information. So I've had literally battery reports taken where I have John Doe 1 and John Doe 2 engaged in a physical altercation both parties wanted no charges filed against each other. Okay.
Documented everything.
Exactly. And then at the end of it, my report just reads, seek court information, officers available for court. Like it's that simple. It varies. It's hard. And like I said, it's more of a base by base situation instead of it just being like, because we can have this conversation, right? But there could be so many finite totalities to it that I'm not going to know unless it happens.
Okay, so take a look at this for a second and give me your opinion. Okay, so just take.
No, you're good.
All right. Is it moving?
Yes,
that's in slow motion. 1 second.
Michael Bay me out here, man? No, you're good.
You know what? Hold on, I'll pull it up.
No, you're good.
The basis he's asking for is that if you see there,
I want to see what your opinion.
Mutual battery, in your opinion. Because in other words, there's Penal Code 849 subsection B, which states, if I tell you I want him arrested, private person arrest, you have to take him into custody. But 849 says if you see in your investigation that it wasn't a battery, it was like, say, self-defense or whatever, you then have an obligation to release him from custody.
That is true, but also understand that legally speaking, there is a time where officers can make a determination that no PPA will be conducted. Now that doesn't mean that the incident we can deny a PPA, but that doesn't mean it won't be documented.
Would you mind
grabbing
that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead. Just give that a watch. And
both of those crimes are misdemeanors that were not in presence. Yeah, they occurred not in our presence, right? Okay. So like you said, we have an obligation to do an investigation, right? When we get there and we determine you were battered, like you said, we're gonna investigate and talk to whoever the suspect is. If they're alleging the same battery occurred to them, again, just like what he just said, we have an obligation to accept or deny that PPA depending on the totality of the circumstances, right? If there's clear evidence that you were not the dominant aggressor and that you were just, like using your First Amendment rights, you're just filming, you're not committing any crimes, it should be incumbent on the officers to, go through all of that information and determine based on what they believe at the time, right? So it's a lot of nuance, and there's a lot of information that needs to be.
I've run into some police or sheriffs or whatever lately. That the minute they show up, they just call it mutual combat. If somebody attacks you, and it's like, come on, I want to file charges. Well, if you're going to file charges, then we're going to talk to them about filing charges against you. Now, what you just saw, that just happened last week. So if you saw the video, can you tell me how you would play that out?
Again, it would be having to speak to both parties. Like I have to look at this at like a level of fairness. I'm not saying what you're saying. So
you saw that. I
saw that he put hands on you, which is any unwanted contact.
I mean,
I understand.
From what you could see on that.
From what I could see.
But he came up, scratched my face, ripped my mask off that I was wearing at the time.
Yeah.
So I pepper sprayed the guy, and then he chased me. Then I went away.
Fair.
Turned around, and he pulled the camera I had on my back, and was pulling me and trying to chase me down and all this other stuff until he finally let go. The officer that arrived looked at the video and said, he attacked you, you pepper sprayed him, mutual combat. It looks like you tried to kick him, he tried to get you, and they're like, well, that was like kidnapping, isn't it? If he's pulling on you and he won't let go.
I mean, articulation, right? Like, here's the hard part. I'm not going to speak for another agency. I don't know what their policies are. Okay, it is to my understanding, and I am open to be corrected, and I have no issue doing that because I want to learn. If, let's say, my partner, what I'm trying to get at is, as I'm aware, our department policy is I'm going to offer that PPA to you.
You're going to offer the PPA to me, but are you also going to solicit it to the other person?
I'm not going to solicit for it. No, my job is not to force.
Went into the store where this guy was resting, trying to wipe the pepper spray off his eyes.
Fair.
And he said, "This guy wants to press charges against you.
You
have the option. We're giving you the option to press charges against him for pepper spraying you."
So again, it's I don't know their department policy, and I understand it may seem like, oh, I'm trying to skirt around the topic.
No. I get it.
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you. From my observation, if that happened, the way I would look at his demeanor, there's a possibility I would arrest him just for battery in general. I wouldn't have to be worrying about a PPA. Now, battery misdemeanor, okay, yeah, it's a misdemeanor not committed in my presence.
If it's not committed in your presence.
Exactly. So it's not committed in my presence. But we also have to understand, I have video evidence showing it, right? I can base an investigation off of third-party observation. A good example that we like to use, or I would use, is if I go to a 5150 call where someone wants to harm himself or harm others. and I make contact with him, and the entire time in the conversation, he's like, no, man, I'm fine, I'm good. Like, I have no issues, and I have no exterior indicators in my perception of, okay, yeah, well, maybe this guy's under the influence of narcotics. Maybe he does have undiagnosed mental health issues. I'm not a medical professional. But if I hear from mom, oh, he said this, he did this, look, here's photos and texts of him sending this 20 minutes before you got here, based off of that assessment, for us, that can meet criteria for me to take that person for a hold. So it's dependent on the circumstances, right? Now, if I'm gonna conduct an investigation, I'm gonna talk to both parties. That's just how I'm gonna do it. I'm pretty sure my partner would do the same thing. And then through that, we would make a decision. Okay, is there a dominant aggressor in this? That's not the right word.
Who instigated it.
Instigated, thank you.
Right.
Who instigated the incident? Then we're gonna have a further conversation. But if that's not the case, and I have nothing to move on, and you're like, I want him arrested, you show me that video, for me to exercise my job as a peace officer, that's enough. It's a misdemeanor not committed in my presence. I have video documentation of the incident. The other guy doesn't state he wants to press charges, then he's gonna get arrested for battery, for misdemeanor battery, pending you signing and at least approving to a private person's arrest.
Right. But every time I've done that,
Yeah.
they always go to the other person and solicit it. And that's been my experience, at least with the sheriff.
Okay,
At least
I
with
would
the sheriff,
advise you,
yeah.
at least if you're having conversation with the sheriff's department about it, have a more conversation. Again, dialogue at the end, I'll leave it because we gotta go.
Yeah, no worries,
have
no
a
worries.
conversation, go to the local sheriff's office, right? Like, you guys have been cordial with me, you've given me no reason to be upset or irritated. Like,
We give what we get.
no, 100%.
Yeah,
But like the
yeah.
whole way I'm coming over here, what did I tell you on Tahunga? I was like, dude, it's a First Amendment on. Like, I knew exactly what it was.
Yeah, we knew.
Like,
Well, I saw you were pulled over.
so yeah, we pulled over there, and the only reason why is because they said carrying unknown objects.
Yeah,
so I was like, there's a possibility.
You know how it goes.
No, that's
they
fair.
want to escalate the call.
That's
also
fair.
have to do,
But
you
I'm
know,
going to do my due diligence. Because
Exactly.
God forbid, it's that time where it's like, oh, they're getting people's faces, they haven't gotten the bank yet, and then I'm down the street, I don't take that 2 minutes to be like, all right, what the hell's going on? And then I see a rifle. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but North Hollywood has a history of shootings.
That's how I think. I think the same way as you.
Exactly. So I was like, I'm gonna get a long eye. Okay, yeah, you guys are good. And the minute we came around the corner, I saw you, I was like, I know exactly what's going on. It's fine. So, but hey, guys, we're gonna get going.
Appreciate the
Yeah, guys,
professionalism.
You know
be
what? I
safe.
really appreciate it.
No,
Honestly.
yeah.
Thank you very much. You
Be
guys,
safe,
gentlemen, you
guys.
guys be safe. You guys
Seriously.
take care.
We're
Yeah,
good.
we'll do our best. All right, guys.
Have a good one.
You
Thanks
too.
Thanks.
Hey, who you say you watch these videos? Who you were a fan of?
I no comment. I'm on right now.
Oh, come on.
I'm on my Instagram.
Oh. All right.
Take care, guys.
Okay, see ya. Thank you, guys. Stay safe.
You guys. You should have said my channel. What the hell?
I didn't tell him mine.
So here's the card.
All right.
everyone. And then I'll give it to you. And then the back.
If anybody wants to let this department know about this officer.
That's the back.
There we go. Good enough. All right, with that, I think that's going to wrap things up here. I'm here with Fuzzy Wuzzy.
He threw me under the bus, but that's okay. And we're Wells Fargo going to Luca Lake, everyone. All right, like I said, with me and freedom of the press, be kind to one another. Later, taters.
Hey, I love what y'all do. People need to understand that we have rights in this country. That our school system is doing a terrible job explaining the powers our rights have. The only thing I don't like with y'all videos is y'all let people get in y'all personal space. If somebody walk up on me trying to get my personal space, I'll put my hand out. I would prevent people from getting in your personal space. They always saying that you got the camera in their face when they walk up to you and get in your face and put their camera in y'all faces. That's the only downfall of it I see. Keep up the good job.
Yes, I'm a fairly new fan. I've been watching you for a couple of months now. I think you illustrate some fascinating things. Everybody's aware of the Constitution now and the laws, which is good. But it's the human psychology. And I thought if you were able to do an experiment like this, to have like a couple of teenage girls or like Girl Scouts or cheerleader types standing there with cameras, and I guarantee you it's going to be a completely different reaction. There is a lot of sexism out there. It's because you're a man, most of it. Even an adult woman can get away with it more than you can. But I guarantee you, if you had, you know, young teeny boppers or young, you know, 21-year-old girls doing this, or women doing this, especially all the Karens, they would say, "Oh, hello, sweetie," and things like that. It'd be a completely different reaction, and it would be nice to see the contrast in that, because we all know that sexism is alive and well, and men get treated like crap. So thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah, I'm trying not to abuse your system. I know I've called once already today. I'm still watching the same video, and it's the one where you're at Trader Joe's with the guy with the beard and got up in your face saying you're calling you a pedophile and everything else. Another fascinating thing you see in all these videos, and even from other auditors, is human psychology. Once again, how the hive mind works. It's incredible, man. People are sheep. You can get one person freaking out, and the weak-minded people around them, they will immediately go to them to you know, rectify their behavior. And most people will join right in where they weren't even noticing you before. And then they always weaponize children and then women. Always. It's just such low-hanging fruit. It's like the camera, what it's doing is, in my opinion, is drawing out people that have to have power and control, and they just cannot handle it when they can't control you and your camera. It just draws them like a moth to a flame. It's just fascinating. You can go to any city, anywhere in America, anywhere, and you're going to see this. And you watch old videos from like life back in the 1950s and whatnot, where they're filming on the street of just mundane activities, and it's fascinating to watch. In the future, people will want to see these videos for that reason, and they're going to say these people were insane. They're very weak, fragile people, because if we still exist in 100 years, we're going to have to toughen up, and that's just how it's going to be, or we're not going to be here. So thank you for everything you do.
Hi, I just called to enter the giveaway for the free microphones and to wish you good luck. And I forgot to leave my name and number. My name is Harry. I'm in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Thanks and good luck. Bye-bye.
Freedom of the press. You're the man. You got a great voice, too. That intro was fantastic, by the way. These new kind of silent audits I've been seeing with you and what is it? I can't remember the name of it. Oh, another guy doesn't speak. I've got cognitive problems. I have problems with words. Anyway, you're the man. I have one suggestion. You never really know what's in somebody's mind. And so when you let them get up right in your face, that's called being in your reactionary gap. And so, like, if they wanted to throw a punch in that close distance or throw an elbow or a headbutt, there's nothing you can do to stop it at that point. So I recommend putting your hands up before they get in that close. Make a little bit better of a wall or a barrier for them to have to kind of go through if they're gonna swing at you. A lot of them do. I've seen you have to pepper spray a lot of people. People are crazy, man. So protect yourself. Don't let them get that close. Every time you do, and they're all up in that space, I'm just cringing and just afraid for what might happen to you. Protect yourself. Thank you for protecting us and standing up for our rights. It's insane how far our rights have eroded and people's awareness of them. And it just, a little bit more is taken away every day. And so, we appreciate you being there, being that front line, kind of helping educate some people and, make sure that the police don't forget either, because that's the standing army that the forefathers warned us about, man. There's a little army in every town and county that's just willing to throw you in a cage for nothing. Call it disorderly conduct, trump up some charges, and so record everything. I say, you guys are the best. Keep it up. Thanks.
Hey, this is Dean from Pennsylvania. Just watched your latest video at the post office with the Bentley lady who's so entitled she comes up and points at you with her finger and says no. And then she goes in and complains. They tell her nothing to be done. Then she comes out and gets in her Bentley And the only way she could have possibly been more entitled is if she had parked in the handicap spot. And then the guy who comes and goes after you when the cops are there, well, quite the Rhodes Scholar genius, I would say. So just take it easy. Freedom of the Press Day, aka Dick Hertz. Have a good one. Bye.
Hey, I just wanted to say I like your silent format. It seems like it triggers more people when you don't talk. Plus, they can't say that you're causing a disturbance, yelling, swearing, whatever else other lies they usually say. Anyway, I love what you're doing with the silent stuff, and also found Smo Deer. They're doing a great job as well. Thanks.
All right. Now, this isn't my phone, but I'm calling to leave you a message that, I'm a big follower of, I know the Constitution. I like watching NH Now, and I like watching these guys. You, sir, are an imposter. You're trying to make people, you're trying to make that whole industry look bad. I believe you're trying to make them look bad, so people start pushing back on our rights. They don't want the right to either have your rights, because you guys, when you're in the city of Los Angeles, I don't trust you one bit, man. I can tell you, I'm on to you, sir. I'm on to you. I'm keeping my eye out on you.
Maybe you could hand out a slip of paper to people who are very curious or confrontational that has a truncated Bill of Rights on there. I think I saw somebody do that once before. It adds an educational dimension to it all. Thank you.
You can't use my voice. You can't use this recording. I do not give you consent to use this recording.
Hi, I would like for you to go into some African American neighborhood. Because when I watch your show, all you do is go to like the high class white neighborhoods, California, and other neighborhoods. Go to some African American neighborhoods so I can see, and you can teach them their First Amendment rights. Thank you. Goodbye.
Hey, it's Anonymous again. I've been watching your videos all day and enjoying myself cleaning the house. And I noticed in a lot of the videos people say, what's this being used for? Now, the funny thing about that is your footage, let's say you were standing out near an ATM on a sidewalk and you're live streaming and you see a bunch of credit cards. Now, there could be another channel anywhere in the United States, anywhere in the world that watches your channel and wants to post those credit cards and use them and do nefarious purposes or illegal activity. In fact, all your videos, and people aren't going to like this, but your videos could be used for someone to create AI porn with the faces of the people that you record. Like, let's say your cousin wants to make AI porn, and whether it's legal or not what he's doing, and he takes all these people's pictures and generates something with it, even if someone else is creating illegal activity with your videos, and even if you know that, it still doesn't stop your right to do it. So even if somebody said, what are the videos for? Say, there's a guy that makes illegal porn with them. Or there's a guy that takes credit card information that I see and uses it to illegally buy shoes. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't stop your rights unless you had something to do with it or you were intentionally doing that. But whatever you capture in public that somebody displays, even though they want it to be private, it's public information. And another important thing is anytime you're in public recording, you absolutely cannot record private information. It doesn't work that way. It's been made public. It's a public display. It is no longer private. Exactly like telling a secret, it's no longer secret once you divulge the information. So none of it's on you. Doesn't matter what you record, what it's being used for, what you know it's being used for. Your use and your activity is protected. And nobody's going to like this comment. Sorry.
Yes. No. Hey, guys. Hey, listen, you guys have the great videos. We love watching you. But first of all, my name's Jack. I'm a psychologist. I provide therapy to all my patients here in the great state of North Virginia. My last name is Matilicum. My first name is Jack. And I just wanted, as a psychologist and somebody that studies human behavior, I'm trying to make all this make sense. And let's just say you're in California and you're going about your day. I just don't understand it sometimes because let's just say the average person gets up, you're going about your day, you hop in your car, you pull out of your driveway, you're driving, leaving your neighborhood, you're seeing doorbell cams and security cameras on every house. You pull up to the stoplight, you look at the guy on the left, he's got a dash cam, the guy on the right's got a dash cam, you look up waiting for the light to change and there's an intersection camera. And then you stop at the bank, at the ATM, there's cameras all over the place. 4 or 5 cameras on the wall, 1 camera looking at you. You stop at the coffee shop, you get your latte, and there's cameras pointing at you too. So you decide to stop at the post office before you go to work. And you notice you get out of your car, every other car's got a dash cam, there's cameras all over the building, but you happen to see one man standing on the sidewalk over there, and he's holding a camera. This is the psychological part I'm trying to comprehend here. So of all these cameras you've seen today, and you see a man holding one, and he's standing over there in public, he's just not saying anything to anybody, he's just using a camera out in public, and so you decide to yell and scream and call harassment and say he's assaulting you. And oh my God, you want to call the cops, you want to physically attack him. I just, like I said, as a psychologist, I studied this behavior. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Cameras everywhere. But when you see somebody holding one, all of a sudden you have a public meltdown. I don't get it. I'm still studying. I'm glad that you guys do the videos so I can continue to study this camera phenomena that's happening all across the country. So that's my comment today. So, from the great state of North Virginia, the best psychologist around, this is Jack Meacham, and I'm out.